दोस्तों, कर्मचारियों का चाहे 4% डीए महंगा भत्ता हो या फिर इसमें बेसिक सैलरी के साथ साथ पेंशन धारकों की 70% पेंशन, इस सबसे बड़े मुद्दे को लेकर एक बार फिर से विपक्षी दल लगातार इसमें मोदी सरकार पर गलत नजरिए से इस पर निशाना साधते नजर आ रहे हैं। सुनिए ये वीडियो।
मोदी जी के खरबपति मित्र,
आपके डीएम
उनके लिए मोदी जी ने 16 लाख करोड़ रुपए माफ कर दिए।
चर्चा यहाँ पे चलाई जा रही है, देखिए
16 लाख करोड़ रुपए का कर्ज उनका माफ। कैसी सरकार चल रही है देश में, अपने आप से पूछो। कोई ये नहीं कहता कि उद्योगपतियों को आगे मत बढ़ाओ, बढ़ना चाहिए, रोजगार मिलेगा, चलो आगे बढ़े। लेकिन कभी पहले इस पूरे देश के इतिहास में ऐसा हुआ है कि 5-6 उद्योगपतियों को सारी देश की संपत्ति पकड़ा दी है? 20,000 करोड़ रुपए इन्होंने नए संसद को बनाने में लगा दिए, जबकि अच्छा खासा संसद था। तो सोचिए सरकार सोच क्या रही है, इसकी नीयत क्या है, किसके लिए चल रही है? इस देश के गरीब के लिए चल रही है, इस देश के मिडिल क्लास के लिए चल रही है, इस देश के अधिकारी के लिए चल रही है जो पेंशन मांग के थक गया। कांग्रेस की जहां प्रदेश की सरकार है वहां आज ओपीएस लागू है, भाजपा की सरकारों में लागू ही नहीं है। अधिकारी घबरा रहे हैं, कह रहे हम नौकरी के लिए जब गए थे तो हमें यह आश्वासन था कि रिटायर होंगे तो हमें पेंशन मिलेगा, कि हमारा जीवन अब सुरक्षित है। आज परिस्थितियां क्या है पता नहीं कि पेंशन के पैसे कहां जा रहे हैं, किसमें डाले जा रहे हैं, घबराहट होती है। तो हर स्तर पे आप देखिए, चाहे किसान के साथ, चाहे आदिवासी के साथ, चाहे दलित के साथ, चाहे महिलाओं के साथ, हर स्तर पे झूठ का बोलबाला है बस। ऊपर से बड़े बड़े खरबपति मित्र जो हैं मोदी जी के, उनको दे रखी है, और बड़े बड़े उद्योग सारे दे रखे हैं देश के, और देश के बंदरगाह दे रखे हैं, देश के एयरपोर्ट दे रखे हैं, सब कुछ, सारी देश की संपत्ति उनको दे रखी है।
वन रैंक वन पेंशन लाने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार ने किया, जो वर्षों से लंबी मांग थी। 30 वर्ष से लंबी मांग को पूरा करने का काम वन रैंक वन पेंशन का मोदी जी की ही सरकार ने किया था। और आपको ज्ञात होगा कि 7 नवंबर 2015 को डिफेंस फोर्सेस के कार्मिकों एवं फैमिली पेंशनर्स के लिए वन रैंक वन पेंशन स्कीम को जारी किया था, और इसे 1 जुलाई 2014 की तिथि से प्रभावी रूप से लागू किया गया था। आज उसमें रिवीजन की गई है और इसमें जो 20,60,220 पेंशनर्स को वन रैंक वन पेंशन का लाभ मिलता था, उसके अलावा 1/7/2014 से 1/7/2014 के बाद सेवानिवृत्त होने वाले पर्सनल्स को मिलाकर अब इसकी संख्या 25,13,002 बन जाएगी। और ये डिफेंस फोर्सेस के पर्सनल और फैमिली पेंशनर्स को रिवीजन जो वन रैंक वन पेंशन की है, उसका सालाना जो अतिरिक्त भार पड़ेगा, वित्तीय भार पड़ेगा, वो 8,450 करोड़ रुपए का होगा।
इसके ऊपर विस्तार चर्चा हुआ। ऑनलाइन गेमिंग इंडस्ट्री का आज का इम्पैक्ट कितना है और इसमें कितनी रेवेन्यू जनरेशन का पोटेंशियल है, इसके ऊपर भी चर्चा हुआ। और इंडस्ट्री को खत्म करना ऐसे कोई कुछ हमारे एजेंडा में नहीं है। आप जैसे पूछ रहे हैं कि वो टफ हो जाएगा, आई एम सॉरी, नो। क्योंकि हाँ, हर तरह का बिजनेसेस चालू रखना है, जैसे कैसीनो गोवा की, जैसे कैसीनो सिक्किम की। दोनों वो स्टेट छोटे हैं और उनके आर्गुमेंट ये था कि एकदम हमारे थ्रेड्स और yarn known by any name in trade parlance, even that has come down from 12 to 5, and LD slag, to be brought to be at par with blast furnace slag and fly ash. So LD slag has come down from 18 to 5%. So there are 4 items on which the rates have come down. 3 received exemptions. So they are cancer related drugs, rare medicines for rare diseases, and food products for special medical purposes. These are 3 items on which exemptions have been provided. Then on 5 items we have regularized for those earlier periods in which some people paid, some did not pay, because there were duality of rates or classification confusion or issues related to classification, and as a result some people pay, some people don't. There's a lot of confusion about it. So there the council has taken a call on 5 such instances, therefore 5 such items, that it shall regularize it, meaning those who have paid it have paid it, those who have not paid it will not go to recover from them. So such regularization has happened in 5 different items. For example, the first example that I like to give you, which had a clarification on regularization, is on the taxability issue of trauma spine arthroplasty implants. There was a confusion about it. Now we have regularized, and that period to which it pertains is 18 July 2022, and to regularize it to that period on an assess basis is what has happened. So for example, this is one item I can tell you. There's one more item as an example I can give you, is on raw cotton, including kala cotton, from agriculturists to cooperatives. So that has been, we've issued a regularization on that, clarifying that it is taxable, and its regulation for the past period we have regularized it. It's a taxable item, but earlier if there's been confusion because of classification related items or definition or confusion, we are regularizing that period. We are not going to recover from them. So such regularization with clarification has been issued for 5 different item heads. On one particular item, we have expanded the scope of taxation, and this is a topic in which I remember at least in 2 or 3 different council meetings, particularly the Deputy Chief Minister of Haryana had spoken about. It is on the SUV vehicles. And on that too, we have expanded. The details is given as to which are those vehicles which are getting covered. I'll give you the details a bit further, but there's also this issue that there was a request that 20% taxation and 22% taxation be rationalized, so everything get merged and be taxed at 22%. We have not gone with that recommendation, because if you do, then sedan also gets included into it, and 2 states specifically had objected for including sedans. Punjab and Tamil Nadu did not want sedans to be included under that, so that has gone through that way. We've expanded the scope, but not to such an extent that sedans get included. But the details will be part of our press release, so you will know about it. Then there were also technical changes which had happened, essentially because we wanted the GST to be in alignment with the new trade policy which has been issued by the Commerce Ministry. On the compensation cess, particularly on items like chewing tobacco, there is some clarification issued, because there was a need to issue it, because you had the retail selling price, and the GOM had prescribed its suggestions, whereas when it is sold in bulk, the RSP is not visible. So we've gone back to the pre-RSP rate structure. So that is another decision which has been taken today. So 6 of them largely on the goods related decisions. And on services, first item is of interest and the other things which can be elaborated later. We've offered exemption on GST for satellite launch services provided by private organizations. Satellite launch services which are being provided by private organization. They shall not be levied GST. There are a few more on the services also. I can see one item which will be of great interest for you. On the taxability of food or beverages served in cinema hall. I would like Revenue Secretary to elaborate on it a bit later. So on the services, there is a set of decisions of which one of them will be attractive, but I'll let you know about the others as well. On the GOM, recommendation particularly on casinos, race courses and online gaming. Something on which the GST Council had formed a GOM in October of 2020, and since then this has gone round, second round of GOMs, the same GOM went through the whole matter again for the second time. The report was submitted. A lot of stakeholders met the Chief Minister of Meghalaya who headed this, who was the convener of this group. But today I'm happy to say that we've arrived at decisions. And the decisions are, one, there will be some amendment to the GST law to include online gaming also in it. And simply put, you can of course seek clarification when you ask questions. Simply put, online gaming, horse racing and casinos will be taxed. They will be taxed at 28%, each one, and they will be taxed on full face value. There can be greater explanations and details given by Secretary and the board members, even as you ask questions. Then there was a decision also taken on the GST Appellate Tribunal, that is on appointment and conditions of services and so on. So states have given, most states have given their request for where these benches will have to be present, and also on the selection there was a lot of clarification provided. So decision has been taken on that as well. Other clarifications which are also issued on various other details, which the press release will also tell you. If there is any question that you want to ask, you can further ask on it. There was a complete presentation done also on the IT system reforms. So largely these are the decisions. And on the compensation released, as I said, the summary of it is states which have given for whichever year AG's certified claims payments have been cleared by us. But there are some states for whom still a lot of, or more than 1 year's AG certificates are still due, for whom we'll wait for the reports to come, and as and when it comes, we clear it. This has also been said in the council itself. So this is largely what it is. I leave it to you for the questions.
Fine. 100. Shashir.
Good evening, Shishir here from Hindu Business Line. My question is that when you are saying that the definition of online gaming to be included in the GST law And there is a law also proposed by the MeitY on the online gaming. Will there be any kind of synchronization between these two laws so that there should not be any problem? And the second part is, since this matter is also sub judice after Karnataka High Court, so what kind of a stand we can expect on that issue? Thank you.
First of all, this has been discussed a lot in the council. Today too, very substantive discussions have taken place. I just want to indicate to you what this discussion is all about and why the decisions have been taken the way they've been taken. And also on the question of the MeitY coming up with it. We'll of course, as a government as a whole and also GST Council, will make sure that we are in constant touch with each other. MeitY's technical regulation related and also they're probably likely to provide a list of those which are possibly recognized kind of or inclusive list or an exclusion list, whichever they're going to do. That is largely on the side of regulating them and identifying certain whatever games which are beyond the realm or what. What we are taking as a position is this is purely on the taxation. So that is one simple differentiation that I want to do. Even as I say it, we will still align with what the MeitY wants to bring in as their regulation. Yes, the matter being sub judice was also discussed, and if I am right and subject to my getting corrected in case there is anything wrong, the discussion also looked at what is skill based and what is chance based. Whatever be the decision on each of the game being either skill or chance based or being both or being neither is not what we are looking at. We are purely looking at that which is being taxed because it creates value, profit is being made, or a wager is being levied. Based on the wager, people earn windfall, which is what is betting all about. So that's what we've been talking about, and therefore today's decision looks at that aspect of what is to be taxed at what rate.
Anchal.
Ma'am, Anchal from Indian Express. Ma'am, about the things that you said, game of skill or game of chance, you're not looking at that exactly. But about actionable claim, will there be a legal amendment for it? If you could elaborate on that. And also, when you mentioned about the compensation, how much amount is pending to states which have not given their AG certified? If you could share some details.
Yep. Yes, there will be an amendment to the Section 3 of the GST, Schedule 3 of the GST Act, and we will be bringing in online gaming into the actionable claim list, where item number 6 very clearly says betting, gaming and lotteries. Betting, gambling and lotteries are already in it. We will be including online gaming also into, and horse racing. As a result, that actionable claim has this amendment which will be effected now. And therefore, they will be taxable, and therefore, the council spent quite some time today deciding on, yes, they are taxable on what? Therefore, full face value. Yes, they are taxable, how much? 28%.
Prashant. Oh, sorry.
Yes, on the compensation says quite a few states have received their compensation. For the states which have not given the AG certificates, I don't have a ready figure of how much is pending because I can't say it till the AG certificate comes. So when it comes, I will be able to produce that.
Ma'am, the GOM recommended that the initial entry amount in casinos will be taxed at 28%. And the subsequent winnings will not be taxed. So what is the decision on that?
Yes. Vivek, do you want to expand on it?
Thank you. Yeah, so with regard to casinos, the decision has been that it will be, first of all, the rate of tax, like Honorable FM just clarified, will be 28%, and it will be applicable to the value of the chips that a person who buys, before playing in a casino. So it's the purchase value of the chips on which the tax will apply.
Meghna, 91.
Hi, ma'am. Meghna Mittal from Money Control. Recently, there was a notification by which GSTN could exchange information with ED. Apparently, did some of the states, there was any objections to it that was discussed in the meeting, and any decisions on that? And secondly, on the appellate tribunal, what is the roadmap? Like, how many benches will come up in the first phase?
Yes. There was that issue raised about this information which is going to be received by the GSTN, and it was raised by the Finance Minister of Delhi and also Finance Minister of Punjab, and based on that, because they both insisted on having a discussion today, in fact even in the morning much before the agenda started, I had very clearly told them that yes, they will be allowed to talk and discuss it. Later, many of the ministers themselves joined in to say, let's finish the agenda first, which is listed out, and after which we can have a discussion. And so it was that after the agenda was completed, we had a discussion on the issue. When this issue was raised, Secretary Revenue gave an explanation of what exactly is this, on which the Finance Minister Delhi wanted a discussion, saying it probably is going too far and so on. So I'll ask Sanjay Malhotra, Revenue Secretary, to give you a picture of what exactly did he say and where the discussion ended. Sanjay.
So this notification